Hi all, Ado here, FatBoy Solo, 12th of July, Saturday, 2025, My Ireland part whatever. I'm not sure which one I'm doing it. In case you're curious why I'm calling it My Ireland, there is a title in there somewhere with that wording, and it's because apart from the just the Wild Atlantic Way, I am doing that on the motorbike, getting photographs of the Wild Atlantic Way signposts with me, the bike, and my little travel companion baby Yoda. So that's one little project of mine, and then I'm also cycling on the greenways, and then I'm going to campsites in the camper van. So the reason I'm using the word My Ireland is because I want to show it off. I want to show the fabulous country that we have. The scenery is mental. I did a ring of Beara, that's what's coming up in this episode. And what a fabulous area. Granted, the sun splitting the rocks for this particular day started off dull on the Sunday, which is tomorrow, but it picked up, but I didn't care. The area is unbelievable. The roads, the scenery, it's just fantastic. So there's a lot of people. I obviously watch a lot of YouTube, and there's a lot of tourists of every shape, make, model and colour, and they're doing fabulous videos as well of our fabulous country. So I think it's only fair that seeing as we're Irish people and it's our nation, there's no reason why we shouldn't get out there more and show off our absolutely fabulous country. There's a friend of mine, Jack Smith, he does similar as well. He's on a motorcycle, and he'll do a few tours and a few spins, and he'll show off the areas he's doing. So this is very, 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 very similar. So that's why I do call it My Ireland. So in this particular video, as I said, it's the Beara Peninsula. There's a waffle coming up shortly, so I'm not going to bore you too much. This is just a quick introduction and a reason why I have the title called as it is. So on that note, sit back, enjoy, roll it there, Sharton. Holy cow. Okay, I've gone for a nice spin today, a nice long spin. I'm heading for the Beara Peninsula. I'm the far side of Kenmare at the moment, and I took the first opportunity to pull in just to do a quick waffle, which is my first waffle today. I've already driven from, obviously, my house in Dangan, County Offaly, and gone on the old Cork road. I don't like dual carriageways. I had to do a little bit of a dual carriageway, but sure, what can I do? So I went from my gaff, Portlaoise, through Abbeyleix, Durrow, Cullerhill, Johnstown, Littleton, Horse and Jockey, got as far as the Cashel, County Tipperary, and I had to hop down onto the dual carriageway, probably only for 10-15 minutes, give or take, and I took the turn off for Mitchellstown and Mallow. So yeah, you know what it is, just dual carriages are boring as feck. So did that, went through Mitchellstown, got the far side of Mallow. I had to stop for a drop of go-go juice for the passion wagon. And I got a couple of sausages and a cup of coffee and just sat there for a minute or two because I'm always rushing around the place and I never stop. So I stopped for a coffee and a couple of sandwiches, and that was nice. So far the scenery is absolutely crazy. I'm going to look at the map now and decide which way I'm going to do the Beara Peninsula. It's not massive. I will head down to Dursey Island and Healys Pass. I'd like to do it up and down. Maybe I'll get a chance, maybe I won't. I'm not sure, I'm just making this up as I go. I am staying the night in Glenarriff. So the original plan was to go from my house early in the morning and down to Kinsale and work my way across to Glenarriff. But today being the nicer of the days, which it is, I'll turn the camera around now in a second. You'll see the scenery. I'm to my right. There's a quick preview. I get a better look now in a second. So when I saw today was going to be a bit better weather and tomorrow possibility of a bit of rain, I said, you know what, I'll do it the other way around. I'll do it anti-clockwise. So Glenarriff stay tonight, Beara Peninsula today, but I can take my time around here today. I think this is going to be the better of the days for scenery and pictures. So I think that worked out well. If it does rain tomorrow, I can always just head home and I can do this again. There's no problem there. I just wanted to get my ass on that bike and go for a spin, and I'm so glad I am. I've driven from Offaly in a t-shirt. I had a Gillis just as a body warmer to keep the wind off my chest, but I've driven down here in a t-shirt, and I've just stopped in this place, which I'll show you now in a second, as I said, and I put on a pair of 3/4 trousers. I'm mad. So I'll turn the camera now back in a second. So Kenmare is over to the right hand side, as you'll see now. The road I came on is over here now as we speak. So there's the road from Kenmare. Kenmare will be over the far side of those trees, and look at that. Now this camera's not going to do it a whole lot of justice because, well, it just doesn't have a major zoom on it as such. I did get a few photographs with the camera, so I'll be able to pop them up on this video. You can see the water slides out there in the distance. So there's an activity centre over here. I know the sun is going to be against me, so sorry about that. So hiking, canoeing, fishing, I don't know, all kinds of bits and pieces. Surfboards, wakeboards, yeah, looks deadly. Right, so I'm going to consult the map now, see which way I'm going to do this. I'm technically on the Wild Atlantic Way now anyway, so it's only a matter of which way I go, left, right, around, up, down, and go from there. So until further notice, chat to you later. Good luck now.